Hello arcade gamers, and welcome back to Big ED's Arcade. Today we're in Tempe, Arizona. I'm going to visit Tilt Studios. This is an arcade I haven't been to before. I've been to quite a few around Phoenix, but I've been wanting to check this one out. I hear it's got a really good collection of pinball tables. So I'm going to do a tour today for the walk and talk. It's about 114 degrees today, so pretty hot outside. Looking forward to getting inside in the AC. So let's go ahead and head on in. Legoland Discovery Center, Tempe, Arizona. So just walking up to Tilt Studios here. 114 degree day, pretty hot like I said, but I'm managing. I'm starting to get used to the heat finally. But yeah, just walking up here, we got some pretty exciting news on Arcade Went Up. I just wanted to mention, you know, we have that Atari 50th anniversary edition that was announced, and I just want to say I think it looks really ugly. I'm not a fan at all of the new design on that. I think the artwork is atrocious, but I can tell you that the games list, I like the games list. So you guys let me know out there, what do you think of the Atari 50th? Alright guys, looking at some mountains in the background, let's walk into Tilt Studios. Let's check out the hours. (11 a.m. to 9 Monday through Thursday, 11 to 10 Friday, 11 to 10 Saturday, and 12 to 7 Sunday. We're here on a Saturday. Tilt Studios. Fun at a full blast. Heard some good things about this place from P-Dubs. Tilt Studio, let's head inside. Alright guys, so I'm inside here. Please, no outside food or beverages allowed in Tilt Studios. Thank you. Pretty cool looking from the entrance. Let's kind of go to the left here and take a look at these claw machines. Looks like they're starting out the arcade with claws. As we can see, the claws are going to make a lot of money. So we're going to see a lot of these in places like the entrance, places where people are congregating in the arcades, because it entices you to spend your money on these. And you know, everyone knows you're never going to get that prize. Very, very rare to actually win a prize on a claw machine. But this is a big spot. I'm impressed. This place is huge. And the AC is like incredible in here. I was sweating on the walk in, but I'm already starting to cool off. Now look at this, a lot of claw machines. Connect 4 hoops. Look at this Transformers machine, holy crap. This thing is amazing. I'm a big fan of Bumblebee. I think Bumblebee's my favorite Transformer. So this one's going to be called Transformers Human Alliance. Those lights are pretty cool. It's a huge arcade though, massive arcade. I've not seen one this size, and it's powered by Sega. Very cool. I like Sega Amusements. Boom, Transformers, Human Alliance. All right, let's check out the rest of this place out. They got this really cool looking submarine here. Hey! With the disaster recently with Ocean Gate, this kind of is, I don't know, creepy. The whole submarine idea for an arcade right now. Some kids may be scared of this thing. But just looking at it from the outside here, it's got all these flashing lights on it and stuff. It's pretty cool looking. Very cool little arcade, very unique. They have a lot of really unique arcades here and experiences for an arcade. But inside it's got all these little flashing lights. And here's your handle right here. I don't think I could fit in this thing. At 6'4", I would be too big. But it is cool. Down the Clown. Bonus. Down the Clown bonus. I guess if you like throwing things, then you're going to enjoy this one. It's kind of like a carnival or a fair. Got some VR arcades here by Raw Thrills. So this arcade here, it advertises 3D. It's called the Swarm. I've not seen one like this before, and I guess you're gonna have to get 3D glasses somewhere. GVR 3D. It's a shooter. Not seen this one. Alright guys, so this is what we've been looking for. Is something that's related to Arcade 1-Up that we can compare to the upcoming Time Crisis Arcade 1-Up cabinet. This is Time Crisis 3. This is one I think that they're capable of doing on maybe not the current hardware, but the upcoming chip. It's not like a very advanced game. I would say this is like PS2, PS3 level graphics. So it's within the realm of possibility that Arcade 1-Up could do this on a future Time Crisis cabinet. Not this upcoming one that's coming out, but a future one. I could definitely see them getting Time Crisis 2 and 3 on the next one. But just taking a look at this cabinet, I really like the color. The yellow really pops. The logo really pops on this arcade cabinet. I like the side-by-side with the ability to link Arcade 1-Up cabinets now. I definitely think, even though we have the right one off, only the left one is working. I think this is something really cool, something that is in our future as home arcade customers. You know, we can expect probably a Time Crisis 3 in the next probably 2 or 3 years from Arcade 1-Up. Cinematic gun shooting game by Namco, Time Crisis 3, beautiful marquee. Looks like it was originally released in 95, 97, 2001, and 2002. So this is it, guys. Time Crisis is right around the corner, and it's really good looking at a Time Crisis 3. So here's a Sega Rally 95 Championship. This is definitely an Arcade 1-Up possibility. With the Sega license, they could do this game. Maybe if we don't get Daytona, we get Versus Sega Rally Championship 95. I mean, I did hear John D mention Daytona at San Diego Comic-Con. It maybe not being the arcade port, but being a, what was it, a Dreamcast game or an Xbox game version of Daytona. But here's a Sega Rally. So this is interesting, guys. This is a Sega Lost World. We know that Raw Thrills does the Jurassic Park shooters now, but this is an old Sega one, The Lost World. So this game probably, let's see, I can see it here, 97. So this is interesting. Get a gun like this. Would a Lost World Sega arcade by Arcade 1-Up sell? I think so. Is it even possible though, now that Raw Thrills does Jurassic Park at the arcade? All interesting stuff, interesting questions to ask. So they have here at Tilt Studios in Tempe, the Fast and the Furious. This is the original. However, as you guys can see, they've done it on these big widescreens. So I'm assuming that the aspect ratio is getting stretched with this version of Fast and the Furious, which I wouldn't be happy with. But maybe I'm wrong. You know, maybe they figured that out with Raw Thrills to release this version with the bigger screens without having to stretch and give us a widescreen. But we've got an emergency stop button. We've got a start NOS button, some tunes, 1, 2, 3, just like the arcade. It's got a metal pedal down here. The emergency stop makes me think that maybe this one moves a little bit. It does say stand back 3 feet, and I do see here that it is going to be moving. So this is really cool. I've never seen a Fast and the Furious that moves when you're racing it. So this is unique and not one that I've seen before. Now you guys probably hear that sound. That's our Dance Dance Revolution here. It's making that awful sound. Anybody want any candy? Got a House of the Dead, Scarlet Dawn. It's definitely a cool looking arcade. One of the newer ones that Sega has put out at the arcade. And they're doing these viewing windows in the back, which allow you to preview it before getting in. We're gonna head upstairs now. I think this is the adult area, craft kitchen and bar. So just heading upstairs. You know, Arcade 1-Up, they've really ramped up their products. I said that they would, and we've seen a lot this week. Between the Kith Edition Marvel vs. Capcom 2, the Big Buck Hunter, the Pac-Man XL, and now the Atari 50th Anniversary Edition. Things are just, you know, really cool right now for an Arcade 1-Up fan because we're getting what we've asked for, which are new products. They're not perfect. You know, some may be. We're hoping Time Crisis is. We'll see. But very fun, very good time to be a fan of home arcade. Here we go, guys, with Wheel of Fortune Casino-cade coming out. We had saw Wheel of Fortune at Castles and Coasters. It was a Raw Thrills version. This is a really old arcade, it appears, of Wheel of Fortune. It's like a mechanical one. Not sure how old this is or where they got these. I've not seen these before. But everyone knows Wheel of Fortune sells. So the Casino-cade is also going to sell, guys. You watch. But like I said, guys, earlier outdoors, I am very upset and very unhappy with the look of the Atari 50th Anniversary. It is just a god-awful design, god-awful artwork, and I think Arcade 1-Up could have done better. I've heard some out there, I heard B-Kongs last night talking about it. He said maybe Atari had forced Arcade 1-Up to do that design to promote their 50th anniversary because they got other, you know, games, console games out there they want to promote at the same time. And man, I just wish that they wouldn't have done that artwork. It is not appealing to me at all. You guys let me know out there what you think. Atari 50th anniversary. So just looking at this Atari here, guys, and I'm going to point this out. I know it's off right now, but I wanted to show you the cabinet design because it does match perfectly with this new 50th anniversary that we're seeing by Arcade 1-Up. So if you wanted to get this side art on it, I mean, it would look almost identical. Got some Dance Dance Revolution going on. Alright guys, so it looks like I'm walking towards my favorite part of the arcade, which is going to be the pinball section. And also classic arcades as well. So it looks like over here we're going to get to look at some retro arcades. Very cool. Okay guys, so here in the pinball area, they got a really good selection of pinballs here, so I just wanted to run through these real quick. They've got the Black Knight, Stern Pinball, the Beatles, Deadpool, Monopoly, Pirates of the Caribbean, Jurassic Park, AC/DC, Metallica, Iron Maiden, Star Wars, the Addams Family, Ghostbusters, Guardians of the Galaxy, Avengers, Infinity Quest, Mandalorian, Rush, Dr. No, and Foo Fighters. So these are the two most recent tables right here, Dr. No and Foo Fighters, and then we've got Venom. Venom is not quite released. It's been announced, not yet released. So Foo Fighters is going to be our most recent, and I will definitely be playing both Dr. No and Foo Fighters today before I leave. So here's a close-up, guys, of Elvira, House of Horrors. This is not one that I've played, so I'm definitely going to play it today. But it is a good-looking table, and I know there's a lot of demand for a Elvira pinball. I mean, this is the third one that they've done, I think. The haunting begins. The taunting is over. Elvira, House of Horrors. Keep repeating. It's only a game. And then we've got the same artwork here on this side. Also, of course, the king of pinball right now, Godzilla. I think it's still #1. And I believe this is probably going to be a premium because we've got... I just want to say, guys, I was really impressed with Stranger Things. I feel like I've played Stranger Things before, but something about the experience of sitting down. They've got lower legs on these tables here, and if you see, there's a stool for every pinball table, and it just makes it a little more enjoyable to sit down while you're playing. And I had a really good time with Stranger Things. My score wasn't that great, but I did get this Gorgon out, however you say these things. And there's just like a ramp that goes up right into the mouth, and there's lights that you're gonna see going off in that mouth when it's ready. Very cool table. Definitely looking forward to playing this one some more. Stranger Things. So we'll just walk down here real quick, check out these claws, and then a Deal or No Deal, and some more claws. They just kind of fill in the areas with claw machines to make a little extra money. So you've got your 4 classic fighters right here: Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal Kombat 4, and Captain America and the Avengers. Now, this is a beat 'em up, so I thought the selection of having a beat 'em up next to 3 classic fighters was a strange choice. You know, why not throw in one more fighter over here, right? Why not put in a Mortal Kombat 1 or Mortal Kombat 2 right there? I did notice the Simpsons over here is down. But just to compare it to our arcade one-up versions of Simpsons. And of course the big brick background, guys. For whatever reason, the arcade and the brick background, it just goes together. It's hand in hand. All right, guys, so we got some more modern fighters, you know, late 90s, early 2000s. I like how they've kept the Capcom all together here. We've got Project Justice, which we don't hear a lot about. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. The diamond plate, guys, the diamond plate. Why didn't they do the diamond plate? Marvel vs. Capcom. And these are those pedestal type arcades. You know, will Arcade 1UP ever make a pedestal arcade like this with a big screen? Third Strike. Definitely a fan of Third Strike. It's probably my favorite Street Fighting game. But all four of these are the pedestals, and they're all Capcom fighters from late 90s, early 2000s. And then we got here at Tekken 5. I think we're definitely going to get an Arcade 1UP Tekken probably in the next year or two, I would say. It's got to come soon. They have a really good Namco relationship. The Tekken 5. I'm a big fan of Tekken. I'm actually very good at Tekken. It's, of all the fighters, my favorite because I'm the best at it. So Tekken is one game that I really enjoy, guys. It's, you know, I have it on my Wii U. I have Tekken Tag 2. I tried to get it running on my ALU through OTG, trying to get the controls on the ALU to work on Tekken on Wii U, and I wasn't able to get that working. Now this is really cool. I know we've heard a lot about Silent Scope, Konami title, You're the Professional. This game was made in 1999. I think it'll run on the hardware that's going to be coming out next year. And where it would get difficult is with this gun. You know, how are they going to make a home arcade version of something like this? You know, it'd be very difficult to achieve. I know there's a lot of people asking about this game, and they want to know, could we get it? So I wanted to show you guys this one. It's a good looking Silent Scope. It's in very good condition. So right next to Silent Scope is Silent Scope 2. This was made in 2000, guys. I think Arcade 1UP could do this cabinet. If they were to do it, they would have to do Silent Scope 1 and 2. Give it 2 titles. Could this be coming? And then we've got our all-time classics right here, guys. Most arcades, you're gonna see these 4 probably paired together. It's just like your solid 4, right? These are the most classic, highest selling, most recognizable arcade titles you're ever gonna see right here. And they're all next to each other. We've got our Pac-Man, our Miss Pac-Man, our Galaga, and our Donkey Kong. And the only one that we're missing right now is this Donkey Kong. Now, is Nintendo ever gonna allow Arcade 1UP to make a Donkey Kong? Not likely. And then they've got their 2 classic sports titles right next to each other, NBA Jam and NFL Blitz. Now, sometimes you'll see the sports station, which comes with the NBA game as well as the NFL. This, they've chosen just to get the standalone NFL Blitz 2000 Gold Edition with the Tournament Edition NBA Jam. And I like how they place these. Quarter caddy, isn't that how you say it? Quarter caddy placement. So very cool. I do wish that Arcade 1UP had done this original artwork. I've heard Michael B mention it many times. You know, why didn't they do the original artwork? And then in our NBA Jam that's coming out, the deluxe, it has the Tournament Edition marquee, right? But it does not have the Tournament Edition artwork on the side panels or on the game deck. So they got it working again. Zombieland's pretty big. It's got some cool artwork on it. Zombieland. So I noticed this arcade here. It's called Paradise Lost by Global VR. Like a pedestal arcade with a couple of mounted guns. But it's using an Acer monitor. So this is something we could see in a home version, I would think. Then some more DC superheroes. You got your villains versus your heroes.
Please swipe the card or insert the code.
You got your old Batman with the classic gray and blue suit, Flash, Superman, and Wonder Woman. And then you got your logos all the way down. Cool looking image there of Joker. You like SpongeBob? He's in a Volkswagen, along with Shrek. Okay guys, that's going to conclude our walk and talk at Tilt Studios. Had a really good time in there. I enjoy those pinball tables. They have a really good selection of pinballs here. I really enjoyed Stranger Things, Elvira House of Horrors, and then Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters is like my new favorite now. The music in that game, the colors of it, the brightness of the table, it's my favorite. I haven't played Venom yet, of course, but Foo Fighters I think is my number one. But Tilt Studios, definitely recommend this place if you're in town. So I just noticed here next door, right to the left as I was exiting, they have this Harkins Theater. And I haven't seen many movies lately. I saw The Flash. I liked it. I thought it was good. I don't know why it got such a bad reception. I guess the CGI wasn't perfect, so I can understand. Probably the next movie I'm going to see is this Oppenheimer. I need to find a day and time that's going to work for me, though, because it is 3 hours long. My dad said it was very good. It just could have gone 2 hours, would have been better. But I will be seeing it. But another movie I'm really excited about seeing is going to start here on the 2nd, which is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. And I definitely will be seeing that. I'm a huge Ninja Turtles fan. Can't miss it. And I heard it's only an hour and a half, which I love. Hour and a half long, perfect time for a movie. I think it's an excellent pick, you know, as far as keeping it short, to the point. Just getting us in and out of the theater, giving us that experience. But I will be seeing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, as well as this new Kraven looks pretty good. Kraven the Hunter. Blue Beetle looks pretty good. And big into the comic book movies. So I'm definitely going to be seeing these comic book movies. Kraven the Hunter. Not real big into seeing Gran Turismo. I did see the preview. I am a Gran Turismo fan. I am a gamer. You would think I would want to see it, but I'm just not super excited about the August release of Gran Turismo. I am excited, though, for Blue Beetle. I think Blue Beetle is going to be pretty good. You guys let me know. What do you think? Barbie, I'll probably skip. I did hear it is good. I'll probably skip it. We got a new Equalizer coming out, Equalizer 3 with Denzel Washington. Meg 2. Didn't really like either one of those movies. But I figure I'd get a little talking in on some new movies coming out and what I'll be seeing. Insidious, The Red Door. Never been big into the Insidious movie, so I'll probably skip that one. Of all these posters out here, probably the one that I'm most excited about is probably going to be Blue Beetle up here. And second would be Kraven. I'm excited for Kraven. Big Spider-Man fan. Okay guys, so just walking back to the car here. Was going to talk a little bit about an arcade one up here on the way back to my car. So I got a live stream coming up tomorrow. I'm going to be giving away an arcade one up countercade of your choice. It's going to be an NBA Jam or a MK2. Those are the only two-player countercades that are available right now. If any others become available between now and the contest giveaway, I will let you select whichever one you want. But Marvel superheroes I haven't found. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I don't think they exist anymore. But if they come around, those are going to be available as well. Also, we've got a lot of really big Arcade 1-Up news, guys. We've had a lot of stuff. We've had the Kith Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cabinet. We've also seen the Big Buck Hunter. We have, a week or two before that, we had the NBA Jam. We got that Time Crisis leak with the side of the Time Crisis cabinet. We got even more confirmation on Time Crisis with those FCC filings. We know now it's a deluxe cabinet. Also, we've gotten a look at the brand new Atari, the 50th anniversary. So we just got all these cabinets, right? We've got all these new products by Arcade 1-Up. So it's going to, hour and a half show. We're going to have a lot to cover in that short hour and a half because there's been a lot released this week, a lot of news and a lot of leaks. So it's going to be a busy Sunday for me on my live stream. But I hope you guys are going to tune in because this is a really exciting time for Arcade 1-Up enthusiasts or home arcade enthusiasts. Okay, guys, that's going to conclude our walk and talk at Tilt Studios in Tempe, Arizona. I had a really good time. I spent my money actually playing the pinball tables because that's something I don't get to experience at home. Those things are thousands of dollars. And I just enjoy, when I go to the arcade, spending my time and money playing those pinballs mostly. And I'm starting to learn the tables, so I'm getting a little bit better scores. And I'm using that Stern Insider account now, so I'm tracking. Hopefully I'm progressing. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the tour of Tilt Studios. If you're in the Phoenix area, I definitely recommend this place. It's a really fun, family-friendly atmosphere, but it also has the bar so you can bring your friends and have a good time. But I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see everyone in the next one. Bye-bye.